Good morning, everybody. Well,
Afternoon.
this is afternoon for us, and we are giving you a recording today because we are on retreat. And as you can see, we're here at my lake home where we host retreats. So I'm Carrie Mushaw.
And I'm Andrea Alexander.
And we are in body coaching. And this is Your Word is Your Wand. So welcome back. We are on episode 9 now. 9?
Season 2.
Season
we are
2,
well seasoned.
Yes. So you can find us also on Spotify. And so we do a Clubhouse live on Monday and on Friday, and we share those on Spotify. And then we are live on Wednesdays on YouTube, on our YouTube channel in Body Coaching, and on Facebook on our Body page, and on our LinkedIn page. On mine, Carrie Mushaw. And so you can find us, and you can find us on our profiles as well. So you can find us on all of these different locations. We have decided to create bookends so that you can hear us in our audio on Monday and on Friday. And then Wednesday, you can actually see us. And we will be sharing this on Spotify as well so that you can find it. It's accessible to you anytime, any space. When you're talking, when you're at home, and when you're traveling. So welcome. And as we begin, one of the things that Andrea and I have spoken about is when we create our classes, we always create a beautiful energetic space and what we call a sacred container. And in creating a sacred container, we call it all the energy and we breathe. And so as we begin with you today, we decided we are going to begin to start these exactly how we do our classes. And with that, I'm going to ask that everybody begin by just taking a deep breath and just inhale big and exhale through your mouth. And let's do it again. Take another breath and exhale. And we're aware of, as we come in to settle in, that our breath is so extremely powerful. One of the things that I choose to share with you is that on every inhalation, when you inhale, it's a massive receiving. It's a place where we receive. And if we've been people where we've been yet to receive, you may have noticed that when you take breaths, you take really short ones. Inhale quickly, exhale, and you move on. And we're here to remember that we can slow down. Then our inhalation is our massive movement of receiving. And if we'll give it to ourselves in this one way, we will expand the other ways that we receive.
And our exhale is our letting go.
And the more we do this in just our breath and being aware, if we begin our day this way, it also empowers us to remember that we can let go. And that will be available to us in many different situations in life. Our breath is a great way to just simply begin. And the other thing that we do in creating a sacred container is we begin with decrees. And decree a thing and it shall be is written in sacred text, and it's what we hold true. And it's how we've created movements in our lives. So as we begin today, Andrea is going to walk us through some decrees. And so we're going to ask that she's going to lead, and then you take a moment to repeat it to yourself, because this is our movement of how powerful our words are and how when we speak, we create a vibration within our own bodies, which is energy moving and creating something completely new and different. Andrea?
And just be aware of what you feel in your body when you hear the decrees and when you say them, and whatever comes up for you is perfect. And I am the resurrection of love and light in me.
I am the resurrection of love and light in me.
I am the resurrection of love and light in my family.
I am the resurrection of love and light in my family.
I am the resurrection of love and light in my world.
I am the resurrection of love and life in my world.
Light I am.
Light I am.
Light I am.
Light I am.
I am loved.
I am loved.
For those of you who may just be coming in and or new and finding us through consciousness or quantum physics, or you may be playing with anxiety, conscious breath is the most effective tool you can use to slow down and bring your anxiety actually to a halt. Science has taught us that if we're taking conscious breath, I breathe in and I let go. Our brain can only do one thing at a time. Yet, what you may have believed about multitasking, but the conscious breath is literally the tree that stops the bullet of stress and anxiety in its tracks. So today we're speaking into toxic positivity.
Ooh, this was a phrase that somebody just said to me one day. And I was speaking to someone and she said, they say I have toxic positivity. And I thought, I said, what is that? What is that? Like, it was just, I was like,
what does that mean?
I said, that's a new one for me, very new. And she began to explain how her whole family hears her as positive when all of these things are going on in her life that are very extreme. And that those things, she believes in focusing on the positive. And so when we focus on the positive, her family was sharing with her, well, we call you toxic positive. And what I heard was that her family was expressing to her that they believed she was going all over the top of her feelings with positive. And we can see this in many different ways in life, where we may have an experience where we desire something different. Like, we would enjoy this experience that we're living right now, or the situation that's going on. We may not enjoy it. We may just would like it to be over, and they're like, I'm not gonna focus on it. Today is a wonderful day. Everything is wonderful. It's a great day.
I'm okay.
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, I've had that with my son. I'm okay. 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 And what we're aware of is that we can be okay, and we can choose to have a day and start our day completely differently. But the question becomes, in this phrase, is, are we stepping over our feeling world? Are we taking the time to acknowledge how we are truly feeling? Because that's so many things in life that we've seen. Depression is repression, pressing down how you really feel. I'm making a really busy schedule. I'm so busy that I don't have time to feel. So I'm not going to feel that right now. I'll get to that later. I got to take care of the kids, or whatever that is. And what we're aware of is these are phrases that people may be using, or maybe a description of stepping over your feeling world, because every feeling we have is okay. Every feeling we have is okay. If you're angry, if you're mad, if you're sad, and we have so many words for angry, frustrated,
Irritated, worried, anxious, grief stricken, humiliated, embarrassed.
Well, anxious and all that, that's fear.
Yes.
Yes. And so we have a lot of words for fear.
Yes.
We have a lot of words for angry. I love that people go, I'm not angry, I'm frustrated. I'm like,
same thing.
Okay. And yet we don't like some of these feelings. we've experienced many clients that don't like how they feel. They don't like those feelings, so they're just like, I just don't like being angry. I don't like anger.
Were you taught that it was okay to be angry?
No, well, because that's not very nice.
And what do women typically, as women, what's our typical go-to feeling?
Sad.
Sad. I'll cry. I'm going to get sad, and they'll leave me alone.
Yeah, because the people back up when you cry. They're like, I don't know what to do with that.
Our men are like, when she cries, I just go away.
I leave the room, or I drop everything and go, okay, never mind. It's all okay. We're good. Like, just desiring to move out of that because they're yet to know what to do with it. But these are all the toxic positivity. The phrase is to step over how you're feeling, and when you are, and we were just talking about fake it till you make it. And if we fake it, are we pressing down how we truly feel and sitting on it?
Yes.
And what we find with that is we've had clients migraines. Why? Because they've suppressed how they really feel. And eventually it shows up in our body in some way. Some pain, some ache, something.
Disease.
Yes, some disease.
That buildup of pressure from yet to love or yet to make okay what you feel can show up in your heart, can show up in migraines. Hypertensive, not handling the pressure. And I remember before I came into consciousness, I was having a lot of experiences and walking myself through my victim in the past, and I'm dragging myself to the car to go to work. And I would have my computer and all my stuff, and I'd be about to go in to see a client. And I would often have people with me writing, and I'd like, watch this. And I could turn that off and just walk in and be up and bubbly and talk about what I had to do and what I was showing today. And then I would leave that and just everything. And does behaving this way serve me, serve you? And for me, the answer was no. And yes, we can support ourselves when we have positive thoughts, but if we are ignoring how we feel, it's going to continue to grow and fester. It's the same as if you get a splinter or a thorn in your finger or your thumb. It starts out and it's uncomfortable and it's tender and you don't really want to touch it, and then hurts to take it out, and you're like playing with it and you're looking at it and it won't do anything, and within a couple of days it's completely festered, it's infected, and the hurt gets bigger and bigger. And it's asking us to do the same thing with our feelings. It's asking us to what is the truth of it.
Yes. And so I'm going to ask you, so are you saying, Andrea, that I'm supposed to go into somebody's office and calling on, let's just say I'm a saleswoman that goes into an office and I had a bad day and I'm all angry, and so that I shouldn't put on my good face, I should just go in and like blaze them with my anger? Is that what you're saying to me?
No.
Okay. What is that?
So what we do,
because that's what I would have heard. I'm sorry, that's what I would have heard. She's telling me don't put on a fake face. Okay, I'm going to go in and blaze.
Do we require sharing what's going on in us with the entire of the world? The answer is no. And in order to say what we feel and honor what's really going on, all we're required to do is acknowledge in ourselves how we feel.
And how do you do this?
I feel angry. I'm feeling angry about, and I choose to make it okay. I remember I can forgive what I've heard.
Yes, and I believe it's so powerful just to say, I'm angry.
I feel angry.
Yes, and I feel angry about and what it is. So in this scenario that we've created here, you're sitting in the car and you're about to go in and you're really angry. And we normally go, okay, I'm just going to put on this face, do all beautiful. And will we give ourselves a few minutes in the car just to say, I feel angry because this happened or somebody didn't call me. Let's make this a whole scenario here because I like the big pictures. I got to have all the details and the big picture.
Carrie loves the stories.
They help
She
me.
Is so
the
imaginative.
Bible is full of stories for a reason. They help us. And so I love that. And so you would say to yourself, if you're angry because somebody, one of your kids didn't take care of everything they were supposed to before they left for school, and you're kind of festered on it. And are you willing to say, I'm angry?
And I empower you to say, I feel angry.
Thank you. That is the truth. That is a powerful statement right there, is to remember to say, I feel angry that my son didn't take the trash out this morning.
And I choose to put some emphasis on there's a difference between I am angry and I feel angry. So our words have so much power and so much energy, and what we say persists. And if we are saying I am angry, the word I refers to divine power. God is my word of choice, and am refers to self. And scripture says, I am that which I say I am. And if I'm angry, I'm angry, I'm angry, we're going to stay in our angry. And when we put the word feel between self and anger, we're actually creating space for something different to begin to happen. I feel angry is the feeling rather than the person. Because are we just angry, or are we feeling angry in the moment?
And even when I said that just now, because I have had the trash experience. Am I having it now? No, but I've had it before. And even when I said it, I feel angry because my son didn't take the trash out. I felt my shoulders kind of drop, and I just felt ease, because it was like, okay, I've acknowledged how I felt, because what we've been doing on our way to this appointment is trying to figure out what to do with that.
Yes.
Trying to figure out what to do about it, and how you feel and how it is about it, and what we're going to do with it. And when we just say, I feel angry because my son didn't take the trash out, then we can say, awesome, we've said it, and now, and will everything be okay? Yes.
And what we're doing in this is what is in consciousness or present moment is stating where we are. This is our moment of now. It's exactly where we are, how we feel. And when we speak into whatever that feeling that we're experiencing, what we're actually doing is putting light on it. We've said what we feel, and now it gives us the opportunity to let it go. And a feeling will pass through us in 30 to 90 seconds once we say what it is. There is so much power in speaking into what you're really feeling. And we step over this time and time and time again. I remember one evening my niece was with me, and she had had a really difficult experience, and she came in and she was bawling. I mean, mascara, snot, tears everywhere. And she's like, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. And the logical part of ourselves knows that we will be okay, but it's mental. And what's happening is we have experienced a trigger from something that's touched our feeling world, that reminds us of something between the ages of 0 and 7. And so when we speak into where we are, I'm not okay, and it's okay. It's okay if it's not okay. There's so much room to be blessed in this. And what we have been taught for up to this stage in our life is suck it up, buttercup, put your big girl panties on, pull up your pants, get your boots back on, get in there, play like a pro. And it has, it's all congealed and stuck in our body, all of these feelings that are just asking to be heard. And our feelings are just like children. They desire to be heard. And when we say what we feel, I feel angry because my son forgot to take out the trash. We're allowing it to move through. And you will in this practice, you will find that your irritation, your anger, your frustration, your sadness will move forward more quickly.
Because the truth is, because I heard you say, it's okay that I'm not okay. And is it true that you're not okay?
No.
No. And so that's not really true. But it's okay to go over the top of how you feel. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm okay, okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. Because again, it's the I'm okay is exactly what I said when I said I am angry. And you said, remember to say how you feel instead of just I am angry. Because I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And it's okay that I'm not okay. The word feel is in neither one of those.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're still using them to kind of step over. And we hear people say all the time, I'm okay. That's when Bryce was, I remember Bryce came off the football field one time. He was telling me, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. And he was, I'm aware that we're trying to talk ourselves into being okay. And I just said, how do you feel, son? And he said, I am scared. And I said, okay. And then what are you scared of? And then he says it, I'm scared that I'm not going to be able to play. And then it begins to take the power out of it. Because trying to go over how we feel by telling ourselves, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, it's toxic positive. That is toxic positive. Because, or what people are calling toxic positive. I don't believe anything is really toxic. It's how we've done language in here. Right? Just going over, these are other ways. I'm okay, okay is another way we go over the top of how we feel. And if we'll say, I feel scared or I feel like something's wrong, and what is the real feeling of that? What is the feeling of something is wrong? Is that fear?
Yes.
Yes. But we'll say, I feel like something is wrong, and that's still not a full feeling, but you're walking yourself through it to get to the feeling. And so you may say 10 things before you get to how you feel, but we acknowledge it. And so in the scenario that we're talking about where you drive up and you're going on a call, by sitting in the car and just saying, I feel frustrated that my son didn't take the trash out today. You say, and will that be okay? Yes, because we're going to be the ones that are going to make it okay. And yes, that will be okay. And I let it go. And then you can walk in, and your automatic result, your automatic feeling when you walk into the room, you're going to present differently. Your body starts to move differently, because if you squash it, like you said, you're going to come back to the car and it's going to reboot again.
Yes. And how many of you have ever walked into a room where there's a couple and they've been arguing? Or you walk into a room and everybody is all excited, enthusiastic. And so we are 99.99999% energy. And so there's an exchange of what's going on in our bodies. And so do you believe my clients really thought I was performing well? No wonder sales was so difficult for me. And I was selling chocolate and cheese.
Right.
And so when we give ourselves
Doubting the sweet life.
sheesh.
Chocolate is sweet and dairy is doubt. So doubting the sweet life.
Selling doubt and sweetness.
And doubting the sweet.
Doubting
the
sweetness
you
of
get
life.
you went over the top
I
of sweet
did.
life with doubt. There's over the top right there. That's funny.
Partnership and consciousness is amazing.
It's funny where the little messages, because I always say
gosh.
divine higher power. Our divine higher power, it's going to leave clues all the way along the way. All the way along the way, we're going to have clues of what we've been believing in life.
Yes, and what do we? So I've known Carrie, and we've been together for a year and a half, and I've known her for much longer. We've been business partners, and I'm aware that she has this massive no for spider webs, and they are around her all the place in all the places.
And yet I love the spiders by my door at home. I talk to the spiders. When it's an actual spider, I'm like, hey, because I have all these spiders by my door in Liberty Hill. And I'm like, hey, spiders, how y'all doing? Good morning.
And it's hilarious.
And then the webs.
It's hilarious. You can walk in, but there could be a pile of dishes to the ceiling and stuff all out over the counter. The housekeeper just left. And what does Carrie see? The spider web at the corner, at the cusp of the ceiling. That's all she sees. And so this morning we looked up what is spider web in consciousness. And it's, have you seen through a web of lies? And her belief was that it means that things are uncared for.
Oh, because Andrea asked me, what does the spider web mean, Carrie? What does it mean to you? To me, it meant somebody didn't take care of something. It was neglected. It was left alone. Nobody paid any attention to it. Because when you walk into, even on a movie, when you walk into a house, it's been vacated for so long and nobody's cared for it. Everybody's just pressed it to the side. You open the door and it's full of cobwebs. And I'm seeing them around on my floor and stuff. I'm like, I totally pay attention to this house. Like, cancel attention. I'm caring for this house. I'm caring for the floor. I got the Roomba caring for all of it. And I'm like, and it was, the question was seeing through a web of lies. And of course, I didn't really care for the word lies either, because she said, is that, what did you ask me about?
I choose to remember
what it meant.
I asked, you said lies feels harsh to me, or hard. Harsh. And I said, is harsh the same as dirty? And she said, yes. And have you believed that lies are dirty? Yes. And is the lie that you've believed that things were uncared for? And the universe, the planet, our great divine power is speaking to us in every single thing that we do. And there are signs and signals, and spiders themselves. One of the things I love to do is, what does this mean? And what's the symbolism? What is this? And spiders are about creation and imagination. And the dream catcher tools are based on construction of spider webs. And so everything is showing up to ask us to be aware of what is really going on. And they are the signs and the signals of how much we really are supported in all of life. And when we will give ourselves the slow down, we begin to see these things and can translate them into what they are and what they mean for us. I love signals.
Yes, if we'll look around, they'll be everywhere.
They are everywhere.
They're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. And it's almost Halloween, so there'll be spider webs everywhere. There'll be spider webs everywhere. And it's so funny because they will be intentional. Yes, and I actually had decorated the fireplace with cobwebs this year and everything. And I used to do that. It was like, I didn't even notice the cobweb, which is very funny. I'm like focused, and my beloved is like, my beloved is where?
are there cobwebs?
I've yet to
And
see
so-
the cobwebs, and she literally walks in. Gosh, dang it! There's
They're
spider
everywhere.
webs everywhere, and I'm like, really? I'd yet to notice that. Saw the dishes. And it's just everything translates for us in our own way when we're
Yes.
giving it our slowing down enough to see and give it some attention.
So we're just remembering today to just acknowledge how you feel with beginning with the phrase of I feel. Because just like Andrea heard me, where we're common to say, I am angry, I am this, I am that. And what we're claiming in that statement is that that's who we are.
Yes.
And am I anger? No. Have I felt it? Yes. Can I feel it and move on? Allow it to move through me? Yes. It will be asked to just begin by simply just saying, I feel. And so it's awesome to be positive. It's awesome to see the glass as being half full. It is amazing to see the rainbows, to acknowledge the green trees, and to acknowledge everything else around you as massive gratitude in seeing all the symbols and what they mean. And if another feeling comes up for us, it is for us to be able to simply say it, and then it will dissipate. And that's where we eliminate and we let go of the word toxic in front of positive. And we find positive, glorious in our feelings.
Yes.
Massive. Thank you so much for joining us today. And your word is your wand. And you can find us on Monday and Friday in Clubhouse again. Conscious Carrie on Clubhouse. That's me. And my partner, Abundant Andrea. And on Wednesday, you can find us here at 8:30. So 8 a.m. Monday, Friday, and then 8:30. And if you'll go to Spotify and go to Embody Coaches, you can listen to all of these podcasts whenever you choose to and hear them multiple times and see what gold is in it for you.
Take us on a walk with you.
Yeah.
So
So
we do
fun.
with our favorite coaches.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Have a great day, and we will see you next week.
Blessings. Take care.